Hello there.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 3 of the Screen Guys podcast. I'll be hosting the episode today. I'm Connor.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Sean.
And we have a ton to get to, so let us begin. I finally found out the name. It is time for the Prime poster reveal. Again, last week, friendly reminder, was the Tron Ares poster. Loved it. Thought it was gorgeous. I hope you guys enjoy this one just as much. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Thunderbolts, dude.
Oh, that's a clean poster.
Hold on. I need to see this from the front.
Love that poster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, such a clean poster. I'm actually so hyped for that movie. It's not even funny.
That is probably their best poster they put together.
Thank you. I completely agree. And the thing of it that I thought it had to hit on was because you'd have to imagine this is it. Before the movie releases, this is the image they want out there. I will say the Wheaties box one that they have with the orange background looks really good. I really enjoy that poster. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it just, and you already hit the nail on the head. And I was talking to my cousin about this earlier today. As we all know, because of our Marvel tears last week, I'm a little down on Marvel, but I am genuinely stoked for this movie. Yeah. This movie could be my number one. Well, not my number one of the year because Avatar's coming in December and some of the other movies. But this is going to be one of my favorite movies if it lands the way I think it's going to. But any other thoughts, gentlemen, before we move on?
I'm just glad that we are past the floating heads.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
100% agree.
From
Yeah.
like Infinity War, Ragnarok, Endgame. Like that entire phase of Marvel was all floating head, floating head, floating head. Oh, yeah, there's the tie right there. Floating head, floating head. Like 12 of them.
Yeah.
I love the half body shots right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
And all those costumes look great, too.
Yes.
Especially
yes.
Taskmasters, even though I hope she dies.
Rip.
Do you see how she's like stuck in the corner?
She's like cut off. And it's not just the poster casing either.
No.
That is
That's like
the
the poster.
Yeah, but that is our poster for this week. Just let us know in the comments what you think about it. If you liked it better than the Tron Ares poster, just things in general. We'd love to get your thoughts. But let's jump into the news. I've compiled the news. These two are, you guys are significantly better at compiling news, so I hope this works out. First thing, and this is somewhat chronological. I'll do my best here. First and foremost, Andor Season 2, 3-episode premiere.
Tuesday night, baby!
Episode premiere, Tuesday night. And, you know, the thing about Andor that I want to start out and then I want to get your opinions on is my mom doesn't watch a ton of shows. When she heard that Andor Season 2 is coming out, she jumped on that. Like, she loves Andor. It was just such a great Season 1 to the kickoff of the series. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It was like it took Star Wars, but like made actually like well-written TV show, like how you would see with like TV shows like Breaking Bad. They actually have like great writing, and then put it in the Star Wars universe and didn't have to rely on like Jedis or stuff to make it a good TV show.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is probably my favorite Disney Plus project. Like over Star Wars, over Marvel, over just like Disney Plus original stuff. This is like probably my favorite project. I love Season 1, and I cannot wait till Tuesday night.
Agreed. So we're looking forward to Season 2. Most of this is going to be Star Wars because there was, was it Star Wars Celebration or
Yeah.
what was the official title of it?
Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, in Tokyo, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
So they also announced another super exciting Maul Shadow Lord.
Ooh.
Darth Maul's getting his own series. That
So
is
excited for that one.
Disney Plus 2026. That's all we know about it. It is the animated. And we'll talk about this. May 4th is coming up, so we'll get to Star Wars and dive in deeper. Darth Maul in Rebels. Have you seen the Rebel series?
Oh, yeah.
Darth Maul in... is he in Rebels?
He is in Rebels.
He
Sorry,
is.
kind of spoiler.
Big part.
That's right. Yes, I'm remembering now. But the character of Darth Maul is so amazing. I'm not on the wagon that they did wrong of killing him in the first episode. The one movie, I thought he did what he needed to do. Him in Rebels was amazing. He deserves his own show. Darth Maul is an icon in the Star Wars world.
Definitely. Like, honestly, when I look back at my childhood, of course you think Darth Vader is the most iconic Star Wars. Darth Maul's got to be top 3. Like, honestly, like when you think of prequels, I think you automatically think of Anakin and his rise to the dark side, but then you automatically think of Darth Maul and that amazing battle between him, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Absolutely amazing.
Let's be real. That's the only reason you watch Phantom Menace is to get to that part, right?
I remember we put the VHS in and we just fast forward through the entire movie just to see that part. And then there are times we watch the whole movie, but the majority of the time we just fast forward through the entire thing to watch that scene.
As soon as the doors open and Duel
Duel
of
of
the Fates.
Yes.
Oh,
so
man.
good. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Chills.
and I think it's also the point of the context of Star Wars 6, Return of the Jedi was 83, if I recall correctly. It could be 84.
I think it might have been 87.
Oh, was it that
Actually,
late?
I could be wrong.
Wow. We'll have to double check that.
I
But
just don't know.
regardless,
Okay,
That-
yeah, you're right. It was 83.
83. Okay, that's what I thought. So it was 16 years from the end of 6 until Phantom Menace in 99 comes out.
Yeah.
And again, and I agree, and this is coming from a Star Wars buff. A lot of the movie just kind of drags along, and then the doors open, and you're like, "This is Star Wars." Just, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine. So that's Maul Shadow Lord again, Disney Plus original series in 2026. Let's hit the big screen. We all know this one is coming. First chronologically, Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22nd, 2026. It's just the fact that we're getting back on the big screen. Because if I've got it right, Rise of Skywalker was 19,
Yes.
if I recall
Yes.
correctly.
December.
And that's the last that we saw of the Star Wars universe on the big screen. So the fact that it's coming back and that we're getting something that you would argue, at least I would argue, you almost feel it's got to work out because of how good Mandalorian's been. Now, that's a topic for another day, but, just super excited for it. I'm the Star Wars guy, so I don't know why I'm leading with all these things because I'm going to say they're all going to be amazing. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
I like the idea of bringing Mandalorian to the big screen. I loved season 1 and 2. Season 3, I have some strong
Reservations.
opinions. There's
Yeah.
some things I don't really like about it. There's also some really cool things about it. But from what I've heard is it's going to be season 4 is going to release right before Mandalorian and Grogu, and then the finale of season 4 is going to be the movie, from what I've heard. But
Okay.
that could change. That's just last I heard about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, like I kind of like the idea of get on the full screen. I mean, they're riding the high of everyone loving Grogu and Mando, and Pedro Pascal right now is just an all-star, and he is just making money after money for these distribution companies. And so I don't know where they're going to go with this story. No idea. I am excited because I love 1 and 2, season 1 and 2 of Mandalorian. I did not finish season 3.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It was a time in my life where everything was just all going crazy, and I was watching season 3 of Mandalorian, and I guess with all this other stuff happening, it just didn't come back to me until now. Now I want to watch season 3, but then you go back and watch season 1 and 2 again.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited, but we'll see what the story is going to be like.
Gotcha. Anyway, so Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22nd, 2026. May 28th, 2027, Star Wars Starfighter. And I apologize, I left this out of my note. There was one confirmed name. Who's the actor?
Ryan Gosling himself.
I
the
genuinely,
goat.
I genuinely didn't remember. Like that wasn't like clickbait. I genuinely didn't remember Ryan Gosling, Starfighter in Star Wars. the thing, and maybe you two know this more than I do, I'm led to believe this isn't the beginning of some trilogy. Is this going to be a standalone? Do you know anything more about it?
I heard it's a standalone that takes place a couple years after
Gotcha.
Rise of
Rise of
Skywalker. And the director, Sean Levy, he also directed Free Guy and Deadpool and Wolverine. So I think it could be a comedy, but I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, Ryan Gosling, he's remarkable no matter what the genre is going to be.
100% agree. He's my favorite actor of all time.
Like, I loved him in Barbie. He was awesome in Barbie. I loved him in, remember the Titans, even though he was not that big back
He was
then.
a liability at cornerback.
No, but like I don't know about you guys. I am more excited for Starfire than I am for Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah,
Because here's the thing with Star Wars. You have so much to work with in this universe. You can go 50 years after Rise of Skywalker. You can go 75 years before Phantom Menace. You can go thousands of years like what they did with Acolyte. But, I'm very, very excited, especially with Ryan Gosling. Like, sure, that's probably like, yeah, clickbait, Ryan Gosling. Hey, they got me, so I'm going to go see it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm definitely going to be there day one.
Agreed. Let's say sign me up. Okay. Now on to a couple other series. This was just confirmed. I thought this was interesting. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is already confirmed for March 2026.
So it's going to be coming out around the same time as Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, because Avengers Doomsday is May. Daredevil will be March. So, yeah, just a few months before.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
2026 is going to be huge for Marvel.
Speaking of where we only have two Marvel years this year. I mean, two Marvel movies this year releasing. And the last one is Fantastic Four. I think we might see Doctor Doom at the end of Fantastic Four in an end credit scene because that's the last movie before Avengers Doomsday.
Doomsday. I mean, it makes sense because Doctor Doom is like the major villain of Fantastic Four, along with Galactus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see RDJ as a post-credit scene. Love that.
Agreed. So, Daredevil. This next one, and maybe we don't have too much to talk about. This is in Ozzy's wheelhouse. New movie by Jordan Peele called Him. Did you have any more info on that?
I haven't seen the trailer for that
I haven't
one
looked
yet.
into it.
Oh my gosh. So I did watch the trailer for this because I don't know how you guys feel about Jordan Peele.
I love him.
I am a big Jordan Peele fan. Like, I loved every single movie of his. Probably my least favorite is Nope.
What?
Yeah. Sorry. That's...
Not to cut you off, I watched Nope. That's the only movie of his I've seen, and I will not watch another Jordan Peele movie. And I'm dedicated. to that. Like I've heard
dude,
Get Out.
our fans are not gonna like that take.
I've heard Get Out is amazing. I've heard Us is amazing. I watched Nope, and it's very fitting that that's the movie title because when people say, "Hey, Jordan Peele," I go, "Nope." Sorry, but when you said, "Oh, my least favorite is Nope," I was like, "Man, maybe I watched the wrong movie."
No, like, it's not because like I hate it. I think for me, it's like I don't understand it. Like I need to rewatch it, and it's not
It's so good on a rewatch.
okay. And I only seen it once in theaters with my brother-in-law. It was actually with James that was here.
Oh, really?
Episode 2. We watched it because we are big Jordan Peele
Yeah,
fans.
yeah.
We love him. We're just seeing at the end of the movie. We're just like, what? You know what I'm saying? But it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, him. Okay. I watched the trailer and I'm like, what the heck is happening? Like, I don't know what the story is. All I know is about a football player who I guess is going to make a deal with the devil.
Okay.
No idea.
See, now that's a little more interesting.
And here's the thing: that's not it. So that one's only produced by Jordan Film. It's not his next direction.
Oh, it's not Monkey Paw?
Mon-
That's his studio.
Oh no, so it is.
Is that it's called Monkey Paw? I can't.
So it's produced and like distributed by Jordan Peele, but it's not his like direct. Like he didn't direct it
Oh.
because he directed Nope, Get Out, and Us.
Yeah.
So he's still working on his own movie.
Oh, so this isn't his.
No, from what I've heard, because it's being directed by someone else. But he had a big. I think he developed part of it.
Okay, that's good to
Gotcha.
know. That's good to know. Okay. So okay. Yeah.
But regardless, I am intrigued. I love horror movies.
Well, here's
so-
the thing. I don't think we've ever seen like a sports horror movie before.
No, unless you consider
That's, like,
some
R-rated,
slasher
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited regardless.
Interesting. Well, we'll dig into that later. So, this one now, unfortunately, Sean's not going to be all that well, he'll be interested once he watches a certain something.
oh my gosh.
The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, animated feature-length film in theaters, January 30th, 2026. This is after the events, from what I remember. This is after the events of The Legend of Korra. Oh, no, sorry. This is in between Last Airbender and Korra. This is adult Aang's Avatar.
It's what we've been wanting for the longest time.
For genuinely the longest time. So, feature-length animated on the big screen, 2026 January.
Oh, I cannot believe we're getting that and that close to.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
That's less than a year. Oh my gosh.
So
Thank
start
you.
the clock. Start the clock.
You gotta
On that
watch it, dude.
note, and this is kind of a little. I just wanted to get all these details. I thought this was interesting. Release date for Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series, season 2 is currently expected to be in early 2026. While production began in late 2024 and is still ongoing, the show is filming seasons 2 and 3 back to back. So a release date in early 2026 is anticipated.
Wow.
And while I didn't love the live action series on Netflix as much as the cartoon, still really good. I watched, obviously, the cartoon first and then the live action, and I would recommend doing that. I thought the live action wasn't as good as the cartoon. But I just thought that was interesting.
They kept like the main story pretty well. They just changed a few things here and there, and that's fine with me because you don't want to copy and paste like Disney did with Lion King. Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's do it. I need as much Last Airbender as we can.
Agreed. So, last thing on the news, and I think this is either going to be a love it or hate it. Amazon series, no confirmation on cast, no release date, just confirmed at Amazon, Pacific Rim prequel.
Yes, I heard about that, and I'm so excited.
I love Pacific Rim.
The sequel doesn't exist, but
Pacific Rim reminds me, Austin and I would laugh about this last week, talking about our episode last week with James when it was Amazing Spider-Man 2, and you were like, I don't know why I love this movie. It's not very good. And James was like, yeah, it's a D. Pacific Rim, there are so many things that make that movie that you're like, yeah, that movie was not good. I love that movie. So to get a prequel series on Amazon, sign me up.
I've never seen Pacific Rim.
You have homework.
If that's what you were sitting back for. I was like, how come he's not freaking out?
I've never seen it.
Oh, man.
What year
I'm
did
excited.
it come out?
2014.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't watch it. I was working here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't watch it.
My dad took me and my brothers to go see it, like just for a surprise or whatever. And I was like, it was one of the first like big action movies I saw in theaters. And I was just like blown away because it was like being 10 at the time. I was just like, this is the coolest thing I've seen in my life.
Yes.
And even to this day, I still rewatch it. Like I just watched it a couple weeks ago. I have the 4K Blu-ray and it's just incredible. That 4K disc, oh my gosh, like blow you away. Like the sound design and everything's just so good. But
for you, super quick, and for those who haven't seen it, aliens come out of this portal in the ocean, and they're like Godzilla-sized aliens. They're massive. So there's two pilots to this giant robot. It's almost like Transformers, like a Transformer giant robot. And these two pilots, they have a neurologic brain link. So then one of them controls one side of the robot and the other controls the other. And it's just this giant robot. It's robots versus aliens for 2 hours.
That kind of reminds me of like a Power Rangers.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like, it's a pretty good cast. The main guy, what's his name? It's Charlie something. I'm trying to think of his name. He's from the King Arthur Sword in the Stone movie, the live action. It's Charlie something. I almost said Charlie Cox, but that's
Oh, great actor.
anyway. But Idris Elba is in it. Ron Perlman's in it.
Charlie Hunnam
Thank you. Charlie Hunnam is the main guy, and then
and Charlie Day.
Yeah, he's kind of got the glasses.
He's in like the Lego movies. He
Yeah.
plays the astronaut, and he's in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and then
Oh wait, wasn't he Luigi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mario
thank
Bros.
you.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
And then he has a friend, Charlie Day. You said his name.
Yeah.
In the movie, he has a friend. The only thing I know him from is the only thing I know him from is The Dark Knight Rises. He's one of the guys that goes out on the ice and falls down. I cannot
His
remember
name's
his name.
Bern Gorman,
Burn Gorman. Anyway,
But-
the cast is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Sounds good to me.
and it's directed by Guillermo del
Oh
Toro.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yep. So anyway, Pacific Rim prequel series on Amazon. We don't know the details, so I wouldn't worry about like the series as much as you got to see the first movie. The second movie they get John Boyega, right? Anyway, John Boyega's in the sequel.
There's no second movie.
and it's yeah.
And Kaylee Spaney's in it.
If it existed,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been as good as the first.
Kaylee Spaney's hot. Civil War 2024. Alien Romulus.
Now I know what we're talking about. Anyway, that's all the news.
I actually have one more
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, hit me.
There's rumors with Amazon taking over the what's the name? James Bond movies.
007.
Yeah, so there's rumors that Amazon is going to let Christopher Nolan direct the next one.
Oh my.
Because Warner Brothers, when they had the rights to James Bond, they were actually talking with Nolan, and Nolan's like, if I'm going to make a Bond movie, I want total creative freedom. And Warner Brothers was like, nah, we're not going to give you that. So Christopher Nolan was like, all right, well, I'm not doing that. But Amazon is willing to give Nolan 100% creative freedom.
Man, and maybe you guys disagree here. Get Henry Cavill in that role. I'm telling you, a Henry Cavill 007 James Bond.
I like Henry Cavill, but like, I think this might be controversial, but either Michael B. Jordan or
Okay.
Idris Elba as James Bond
See, and
would
I've
be
heard
so cool.
Idris Elba was in
Yeah.
the running a while ago.
I was listening to not listening, but like I saw something that Tom Hardy was also in the talks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't care. If
love
Christopher
Michael B.
Nolan's
Jordan.
doing it, I would love that. So with Amazon, would that be like a series, or they can put it on the big screen? Because I think Amazon owns MGM.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so that should be on.
Yep.
Yeah,
Better
on
be
the
on
big screen,
theater.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
Nolan wouldn't let it be a series.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and especially like just real quickly about Amazon, I have different eyes for Amazon ever since they made and put Fly Me to the Moon on the big screen. Because I thought Fly Me to the Moon was just going to be an Amazon, but it came out on the big screen, super successful. Love that movie, really good, high quality. So that is good to know. But man, Christopher Nolan 007.
Sign me up.
Sign me up.
Sign me up,
I
yeah.
agree. Okay, well, that is all that we have for the news. We'll move on to our next segment. Mr. Austin, take it over.
All right, so it's a new segment. It's just kind of get us into different situations of discussions. We are going to do King of the Hill Marvel Edition. So if you guys don't know what King of the Hill is, it's where someone is like at the top of of a peak, and then other people try to run up and just kick him off or try to defeat him to be King of the Hill. Right? So y'all know how to play King of the Hill?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. So these are Marvel characters. Now these are not overpowered Marvel characters, so you're gonna have to use your brain a little bit. These are kind of like your. No, I don't want to be like. I don't want to insult anybody, but I would kind of put these in like the mid section or average, you can say, just not overpowered. We're not going to see Thor trying to take down Hela. We've seen that before. We know how that went. Okay, we're not going to see Captain America take out Thanos. We've seen that. That's not going to happen. Okay.
Okay, following.
All right. Here we go. We have Venom. Now, this Venom can be any Venom you want. It could be Tom Hardy. It could be from the cartoon. It's up to you guys.
Okay.
Versus Iron Man 2 Whiplash.
Oh. Venom takes this one easy. Sorry.
You think so?
Have you played Spider-Man 2?
No.
Venom grows wings.
Okay.
And like, oh my gosh. Venom's overpowered. And like, he's literally like almost a god, basically.
Okay, I'm following. My only concern, the reason I think Whiplash is such a great matchup is because if I've got it right, fire is the one weakness of
In
the
some versions.
Gotcha.
In some versions
And I
it's
should say,
not,
I'm
yeah.
going off of the Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
If I'm doing Tom Hardy Venom, I would take Whiplash. I don't know enough about it, but it sounds, to your point, it almost seems like Venom is maybe a little more.
Yeah.
Do we need to take down Venom a little bit? Do you need to take him down to Tom Hardy, or do you want to keep him at Spider-Man 2?
We'll take him to Tom Hardy,
Okay.
but I still think like
He's still powerful.
Yeah,
is.
and that's why I'm good with taking him over Whiplash. I think it would be interesting because of it'd almost be like concentrated fire.
yeah. But I think he would be able to, because like Whiplash, all Venom needs to do is like punch the arc reactor, because like he can stretch, right? Like he could just punch the arc reactor, and then Whiplash is screwed.
I like it.
All right. Excellent. So Venom wins that. I kind of thought that. So next one, Venom versus Hawkeye.
Venom. Wait.
Oh.
Hawkeye has sonic arrows, so he
Okay.
could just throw out a couple sonic arrows, and then like the symbiote would go crazy, and then Hawkeye just shoots an arrow right
Shoots
into Tom Hardy.
Okay. I'm good.
No, I think
are
Hawkeye-
we
I got
taking
this
the
one.
Hawkeye upset?
It's up to you guys.
closer.
I'm staying out of it.
The way you said it, that was
Like,
pretty.
Yeah, and
convincing
Hawkeye
to
has
me.
fire. I think Hawkeye would take this.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. Now, this is a sports analogy. I talk about this all the time. It's all about matchups.
Yeah.
And in this case, it is that you bring up the point. Yeah, I'm good with Hawkeye.
All right, Hawkeye it is.
Rip Venom. Poor guy. That's an early upset. It's like March Madness in here.
Okay, I actually like this matchup right here. We got Hawkeye versus Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
Oh,
Oh, that's a hard one because Hawkeye in every way could overpower him. Yeah. But I like Willem Dafoe too much.
yeah.
you know?
I'm gonna go Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Because
Green
like
Goblin.
I'm just gonna say Green Goblin does have like super strength.
He does.
Yeah.
He just needs to freaking punch Hawkeye, and Hawkeye's dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Green
Green
Goblin.
Goblin.
Green Goblin. All right. Okay, Green Goblin versus. I don't know how to say this. Yeah, let's go with Green Goblin versus Sam Wilson's Captain America.
Green Goblin.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Whoa.
No, sorry. And I know you're not gonna like it, but because of the Wakandan technology, and you hit the note right on that. Didn't you say plot armor?
Yeah, it was literally just plot.
Yeah,
armor.
like I guess that's gonna be the one thing I've just got to bring up, because if we're talking the Wakandan and his ability to fly,
So
man,
we're
that's-
talking Falcon during Captain America 4, right?
Yes, the most recent.
Okay. Because I'm still not referring to him as Captain America. I will die on that and never refer to him. He
No, I
doesn't
get
deserve
it.
the title.
I get it. I'm good with Green Goblin. I just think that Wakandan technology would make this a really interesting fight.
That's hard. I would say probably Falcon.
Just like vinegar.
Yeah, probably Falcon, unfortunately.
Now, if Green Goblin's glider was made out of Wakanda technology,
Yeah.
Okay, in that point.
but he doesn't.
Yeah, no.
Big if though. Okay, so Sam Wilson takes that one. All right, Sam Wilson's Captain America versus Rocket and Groot.
Rocket and Groot.
The two of them together.
I am gonna go Rocket.
Literally, Groot could just shove his finger up the nose like how he does in Guardians of the Galaxy.
and just fling him.
Yep. Rocket and Groot.
We love that movie.
We love that movie, and we love those two.
Okay. Ooh, Rocket and Groot versus War Machine.
I think I've got to go War Machine here.
War Machine's freaking paralyzed. He's a scroll, but and bro, like if bro's suit gets damaged, he can't walk because he's paralyzed.
Okay.
Bro's bottom half doesn't
I
work.
Get where you're coming from. I'm gonna go War Machine. I think with the weapons at his arsenal and the ability to fly, I think would play a really important role.
Doesn't
here.
Rocket have a jetpack?
I think he does though. So that does.
Yeah,
that,
like
that does make that.
he
interesting.
And
normally
Rocket
does,
just
yes.
needs to crawl on War Machine and just take him apart.
Yeah, but War Machine can fly, but so can Rocket. So yeah, so up to
It's
you. What do you guys
even.
think?
It almost.
And it's a 2 versus 1 situation. Like
Yeah, no, and I'm factoring all of in. I think you've got to be the tiebreaker. Like I'm good with either. I would, if we were betting, I'd probably put my money on War Machine.
Okay. So just thinking that this is probably War Machine and Civil War is what I'm thinking. Cause or Endgame. Ooh, I'm trying to think too. I might have to go with Rocket and Groot on this one.
Yep. I'm good. They are a dynamic duo.
The reason why I put them together is because they wouldn't fight by themselves.
Mhm.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Groot, he was by himself in like Infinity War, but he teamed up with Thor.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So now we got Rocket and Groot versus Johnny Storm, Human Torch,
Which Human Torch we talking?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans from Deadpool and Wolverine, or
I would probably say from his prime in
Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah, I say
Human Torch.
Literally Human Torch.
he could just burn up Groot. To be
Yeah.
honest, unfortunately.
And Rocket's pretty much, I wouldn't say he's nothing, but
He's
he's not
toast.
as good without Groot.
Yeah.
So we got Johnny Storm, Human Torch, versus Ebony Maw. So this is the telekinesis guy
Telekinetic
from
guy.
Yeah.
from Infinity War.
Oh,
Squidward.
Yeah.
it means get lost, Squidward.
I don't see how you don't pick him, but maybe you're seeing some things that. Yeah, that's.
Bro got defeated by like getting thrown out the airlock, like Alien.
Yeah.
But that's a close one.
Yeah, it's close. I'm speaking of it being close, like I think I'm literally going Ebony just I hate to say just to keep it fresh, but like I think I'd like to see him advance another round. I'd love to see Human
I'll
Torch,
go with that
but
one.
I think I'm gonna take Ebony.
Because
Yeah.
he took out Doctor Strange.
True. Yeah, Ebony.
See you later, Johnny Storm. Okay. Ebony Maw. This might be an easy one for you guys. Ebony Maw versus Star-Lord.
I love me some Star-Lord, but not in this
Hey,
round.
Star-Lord has that human spirit, like the indomitable human spirit, dude. Like, we talking MCU Star-Lord or like any Star-Lord?
We're talking about the Star-Lord that hits Thanos and absolutely
Hey,
ruins.
but if we're talking Star-Lord in Marvel Rivals is overpowered.
Star-Lord from Missouri.
But isn't he like part god?
That is true. I get it. If
mean,
we're talking,
Are we talking
the one that held the
three?
pyre? The
Yeah,
power
are we talking
stone.
like first Guardians of the Galaxy or
I would say third.
that's when he's washed up, bro?
Like, okay, I probably wouldn't put him as. I probably wouldn't say he would be in God mode at this time. Let's put him in Prime, but before that. So probably first Guardians Galaxy.
So when he still is like half celestial before killing his dad, I think Star-Lord would win.
Star-Lord.
I'm good with Star-Lord. Yeah.
You got Star-Lord? Alrighty. That was a fun one. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. Star-Lord versus Nightcrawler.
Oh my gosh, dude! I haven't seen the X-Men movies in so long. This one is gonna be
Dude,
hard.
that opening scene of
when he's just
X2
Yes.
in the White
that's,
House.
That's the only scene I remember.
Oh.
That's like the only scene I remember.
Yeah. That's why I'm going Nightcrawler. On this
I'd
one.
have to say Nightcrawler takes this one.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy. All right, see Star-Lord. Okay. Nightcrawler versus M'Baku.
Which one's M'Baku again? Is he
He's-
the big one?
He's the big Wakandan.
Oh my word! You know what's so embarrassing? I was thinking about I didn't get his name right the first time when I said they should have recasted him. Winston Duke is the actor.
Okay.
Winston Duke. They
But
did
he's
a-
like the big one that's part of the one family.
the one that does
that
the-
live up in the
Yeah,
mountains.
and he like growls.
Yeah.
He barks at him.
Yeah.
Dude, M'Baku could just like just
Yeah, he'd have to catch him first.
That's what's tough.
I'm gonna go Nightcrawler for another round. I love this matchup. I think this is a great matchup. I would love to see M'Baku move on, but I think I'd have to. M'Baku's never had the Black Panther herb, but
I don't think he needs it.
are we talking just straight up M'Baku, like human?
straight up brute. Like
Wow.
yeah.
I'm gonna sit on
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, but I
It's
can
close.
be swayed. It is so close. That would be awesome.
I would love to see M'Baku with a Black Panther suit, dude.
oh my gosh.
Give it
that's
to
why I
me.
think he should have been recasted into. I think that's what they should have done. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, so we're saying Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, just by
Yeah.
inches, maybe.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, this one kind of made me laugh because I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. Nightcrawler versus Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but it's the amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, the one in the cage.
The human. I said the human spider. He's got his wrestling get up.
Oh, Bruce Campbell, love him. I would say Spider-Man, just because I like Spider-Man.
No,
so much.
no lie. My thing is, I want to pick Nightcrawler, but I think in regard to one thing, I think that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man did so good were his spider senses.
Yeah.
And I think that gives him the edge here.
Yeah, it would.
And then I really would pick the human spider.
Yeah, and most times Spider-Man talks about when he punches people, he's like holding back.
Yeah.
And like if he were to punch someone normally, they'd die. So like I think he could easily take Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Just web him up, punch him once, dude's dead.
I hadn't even thought about that.
So like this was probably one of the hardest parts of putting this together because I was trying to put in either the human spider or Spider-Man 3 black suit. The thing
But
is,
black suit would destroy
black suit would
everything.
destroy. So I'm like, okay, let's bring it down a little bit. Let's do human spider. And I love that movie so much.
Yeah,
I love
it's
Spider-Man 1. All right, so Spider-Man takes out Nightcrawler, and we'll see the human spider again in the champions round, but it won't be for a while. But our first champion is the human spider and King of the Hill.
So this is gonna keep going.
It's gonna keep going.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Hey, we're all in.
So like when I say champions round, it's like it's gonna be a huge, like a big mix, kind of like you're gonna have, let's say, Marvel characters, DC characters, gonna have like Predator, gonna have Transformers, all these characters coming together for King of the Hill.
So not today. You're saying this was King of the Hill today.
Yes.
Oh.
This is gonna be.
That was a genuine surprise.
This is literally
Deshaun,
Avengers
we didn't know.
Endgame level crossover type stuff.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
awesome. Okay, so yeah, our champion for King of the Hill today, Human Spider.
All right.
Well, and just super quick, we kind of already talked about it. I just think matchups, like maybe he wouldn't have gone through against some other people, but he's the King of the Hill for that, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what we get moving forward, especially in the sense of, to your point of moving forward with King of the Hill, we're not going to put Superman through there. You know what I mean? It's going to be somebody DC that's going to be on that same level.
That's what was hard about making this King of the Hill, because I had to think of characters that would not just kill every single person. It's like,
Well, I mean,
there's got to be advantages and disadvantages, of course.
With DC, you could put Batman up against Superman, and Batman would win.
Or Lex Luthor with his kryptonite armor.
Yeah, like Batman takes Superman any day of the week.
I got to do a lot of research, but it's going to be a lot of fun to see King of the Hill in the future. So
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I want to do a quick follow.
Whoa.
No. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice.
The movie?
You like it? Don't like it?
I absolutely adore that movie.
Okay, I thought
that's
so.
one of my hottest takes.
No, you're good. I just, when you said he takes him into the week, I thought, whoa, wait a second. Like we haven't had this discussion, so I do want to. We'll dive into it another day. That is super interesting.
It's a discussion for our DC tier list when we eventually get to it.
Cool.
But yes, Batman v Superman. Love that movie.
Nice. Fun fact: that was the first movie that I missed when I went to Australia. I think I missed it by like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well, I mean, you missed the theatrical version, so that doesn't really matter. The
that's the
director's
kicker.
cut is the way to go.
that's the kicker. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's I rewatched it, but I just rewatched it with the director's cut, and it's a totally different movie.
It's 100% a different movie, just like Justice League. Have you seen Zack Snyder's Justice League?
That's probably my favorite DCEU movie.
It's so good. It's my
I
favorite
love
too.
Zack Snyder's.
Like, oh my gosh, I love that movie.
Okay. Well, Austin, thank you. The King of the Hill was awesome.
Yeah,
and
it
again,
was
that
great.
was a genuine surprise. I didn't know we were going to do multiple champions rounds, so that is going to be amazing. We've got through the news. We did our poster, the news, King of the Hill. We'll conclude with what we've been watching. If you're good, I'll start.
Yeah.
So this past week was a good movie week for me. I hit 4 movies since the last time we met. First movie I saw was The Amateur with Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Wasn't my absolute favorite.
I heard it was kind of boring.
It really was. And I was talking to my brother because he was interested in going. And he was like, well, I read some reviews, and he brought up the good point. It literally is. So Rami Malek's character, he is a desk jockey. He's this analyst, and his wife gets involved with something, and he goes out kind of on a vigilante spree. But it's called The Amateur because he doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he goes in and he does this like quick training course to go out into the field. It was very okay. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. You'll appreciate this. I did go see Warfare.
Did you like it?
I didn't particularly care for it.
It's a messed up movie.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was fine. It definitely wasn't my favorite. You bring up the good point. I really couldn't compare it to anything war movie wise because you watch your Saving Private Ryan and your Act of Valor and your Hacksaw Ridge, and you hit the nail right on the head. It's got this story that follows. This was literally just a raw, on film, this is what war
Day
is.
in the life,
and
yeah.
that is what I will say did intrigue me.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the second movie. I went and saw Drop. There's literally nobody in it that I recognized. I didn't particularly care for it. There's a lady, she's on a date, and she gets this airdrop practically, and there's someone broke into her house and is going to kill her son unless she follows the rule, these drops, and she's supposed to kill her date. So the concept was really good. How it ends is absolutely atrocious. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it's Blumhouse, and I would say it's a typical Blumhouse movie in the way of the ending wasn't very good, and there's one moment about 10 minutes before the end that I literally rolled my eyes and almost walked out of the theater because it was so dumb. Like, I just... Anyway.
And it's surprising because I know the director for that movie. He's directed... let me find it real quick. Sorry.
So while he's looking for that, do you have like ratings, like out of 10 for those movies?
Oh, yeah. So The Amateur, I would give a 6. I thought it was just a little... I thought it was better than average. Warfare, I would give a 5. I just thought it was I thought it was average. Drop, I'd give a 4.5. I thought it was a little below average because it wasn't super interesting to me. And then literally how it ends, I was like, hey, no, I can't sit here and in good conscience say, oh, that was a average movie. Like, it was below average. Okay.
So the director Christopher Landon, he did Happy Death Day 1 and 2, which I like
love those movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know if you've heard about the movie Freaky with Catherine Newton.
Yeah,
That's a hilarious movie.
It
I
is.
love that movie. But the one scene, I know what
you-
you're talking about with
that's
the
the
bottle.
one.
Yeah, no, they're like, I love that movie, but that scene with the bottle, I was like, oh my gosh.
That's funny you say, because that scene, but then also at the school with the table saw.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Watch
one.
Freaky. It's good.
It's Catherine Newton and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, and they switch
And,
places.
Yeah, it's
and-
like Freaky Friday, but R, and it is R because of blood, gore.
But yeah, so Vince Vaughn plays a serial killer, and Catherine Newton, she's like a high school girl, and they switch bodies. And so seeing Vince Vaughn like act like a teenage girl, funniest thing ever.
Did you ever see Hot Chick with Rob Schneider?
I didn't know.
That
Robert,
is what Freaky reminded me of. R-rated. Yeah, and then Catherine Newton goes into Vince Vaughn's body. So, oh no, you said that. And then Catherine Newton, she is this mass murderer.
Yeah.
And it is. I've only seen it once because I can't watch it again, but I do have it on physical media.
Yes.
I do have it on
Right.
Blu-ray.
Give me the copy.
Maybe a Halloween if I get in the right mood, because it came out close to Halloween because they wanted to be that way.
That'll probably be on the tier list for horror movies.
Hey, there you
so
go. Yeah.
might as well rewatch it.
So no, I didn't know all those. So that was the third movie, and then the fourth movie. And I was talking to Austin about this earlier this week, and I thought, the great thing about this podcast is we get to talk about a wide variety. I went and saw Angel Studios' King of Kings, and I'm a religious person. Funny enough, I don't cry in movies very often. I did bawl like a baby in this movie, but it's because of my religious views. So that's why I made a joke with Austin. I said, well, Jesus always makes me cry, so it doesn't count. But this movie, not only because of my religious views and the way that I connected with it, is a 10, because it was just flawless writing. I apologize, I forgot to make the list, but it's like Charles Dickens. It's an animated movie. Charles Dickens is voiced by Kenneth Branagh. Jesus is Oscar Isaac. Forrest Whitaker is in it. Uma Thurman is a voice in it. Sorry, I apologize. I normally don't do this. I got to make sure I get everybody because they did not spare any expense when it came to this cast. So Oscar Isaac, Pierce Brosnan, Kenneth Branagh, Ben Kingsley, Mark Hamill, Uma Thurman, Forrest Whitaker. That's your list.
Mark Hamill in a movie about Jesus
is
surprising.
Mark Hamill. Well, so he's King Herod, the king that decrees to kill all these children.
Okay, that makes sense.
So anyway,
Mark Hamill's like, I got this one.
The cast was phenomenal. The writing is inspirational.
Okay.
The the picture quality is breathtaking. I told him one of my all-time favorite animated movies, Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, movie's so
Prince
good.
of Egypt here, King of Kings has got to be right up
Wow.
there. It rivals
That's crazy.
Prince of Egypt. It was phenomenal.
What was the fact you told me about King of Kings and?
King of Kings, $5 million budget. Actually, I want to reverse this. Snow White. I think I saw
$250 million.
250, and I was talking to my dad about this. He said that number was updated after all of the promotion and everything. 330 million.
Holy crap.
330 million. Pre-sale, 5 million in pre-sale. King of Kings, $5 million budget, 8 million pre-sale. Wow. 8 million pre-sale.
That's crazy.
That was the most busy. That was the busiest movie this weekend over Minecraft.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Wow. I want to say Friday night, 7:00 show, 6:50, I think had 127, and then the 7:00 on Saturday had 143.
Yeah, I drove past the theater Friday night, and it was just like the parking lot was chock full.
It was.
What's everyone watching?
Believe you me, no. I managed Friday night, and it was crazy. Saturday night was busier. Saturday night, there was 143 in King of Kings and 127 in Minecraft for the 7. Minecraft is still doing it, by the way. So those were the 4 movies that I saw, and then I just wanted to quickly hit on a couple series I've been watching. This is just a shout out. I haven't started it. Last of Us season 2, episode 2 dropped today. I loved season 1. I don't know. Either you've seen Last of Us?
I have.
I haven't, but I don't plan on watching it.
Gotcha.
So here's the thing. I loved it. Didn't play the game.
I didn't either.
My biggest issue, I'm gonna get hate for this. Ellie in the games, she's like a completely different person than who she is in the TV show, and like I'm all for casting good actors, but the actress they picked, and I don't want to be hating on I think she's 16, 17.
Something there, yeah.
I don't want to be hating on a 17-year-old, but I'm gonna hate on her for a second. She's not a good actress. She looks nothing like how Ellie looks like in the games. She doesn't even have the same haircut Ellie does in the games. And I saw one clip from season 2, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is stupid. She sucks at acting. And I'm like, it's getting bad reviews for the second season just because of that. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't plan on watching.
So that's the thing. Everyone that loved the game, which is everyone who played it pretty much, hates this series because of the changes you just mentioned. I was the same way with Halo. I love the game Halo. Love the game so much.
I hate the TV show.
I watched the TV show. Hated it. Hated it.
I've never had a TV show piss me off so bad until I watched the first episode of Halo. And I grew up playing Halo on the original Xbox, Halo 2, playing it with my family, my brothers.
Same.
I would play through that campaign on a weekly basis. I kid you not. Watching the first episode of that piece of crap TV show. Oh, and I tried to watch more. And then season 2 came out, and I was like, maybe I should try watching it again. And the Fall of Reach, Master Chief's not even wearing his armor. First off, Master Chief wasn't even in the Fall of Reach because they held him in cryosleep because he was supposed to be the last partner alive. He was supposed to be a failsafe. What the hell was he doing on Reach? Oh my gosh, I hate it so much. It makes me so mad.
I love that you enjoyed it though.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
On episode 1, when they're like, "Oh man, I wish someone would help." Oh, I love that show.
Okay, so that part actually got me excited for the series.
Oh, yeah.
Until after that.
Quan. What's her name? Quan or whatever.
Quan.
That is so funny because that is literally the only series that I have on Blu-ray.
Really?
Like I love that series.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I'm happy for you. I really am.
I completely disagree, but I'm glad you like it.
And then the same with you. Like I love the season 1 of Last of Us, and that's because like I know what it's like when it doesn't follow the video game. Like with Halo,
Yeah.
I just haven't played the Last of Us game.
Yeah, the game just doesn't interest me. Like everyone's like,
Oh, so you never played it?
No.
okay,
I haven't even
okay.
touched it, and everyone's like, "Oh, greatest game ever," and I just think it's overrated.
Gotcha.
Wow, that was hilarious. Anyway, sorry. Wrangling back in, a show, I think I've talked to Austin about this before, a show I really like on ABC. You can watch it on Hulu. It's called Will Trent. It's he works for the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. They're currently in season 3, so if you want to binge some stuff, it's kind of like Sherlock Holmesy. The main actor is the only guy I recognize, and I don't really know him all that well. Like, I still can't even tell you his name, but he plays Shia LaBeouf's roommate in Transformers 2.
Oh, what's his name? Like Leo or something.
I don't even know
can't
his name.
remember.
But
He's
the
so
funny
funny.
thing, what's so crazy though, is that because this show only started, I think 3 or 4 years ago, he's grown now and like he's got like a nice, respectable haircut. He is the polar opposite. Like he is super smart, intellectual, and super respectful. Like he is the opposite of the character in Transformers. So Will Trent, really good. I was telling him in preparation for our May 4th episode that we'll do all about Star Wars later on, I did watch Skeleton Crew with Jude Law. Didn't care for it to start with. It got a little bit better. It was okay. I didn't love it. He hit the nail right on the head when we were talking about it. It literally is Goonies meets Star Wars. Jude Law turns in a tremendous performance, and I thought that for most of it, they were pretty honest and really accurate on a lot of the Star Wars stuff. I thought was interesting. There's one part I want to tell you about, but it's a spoiler, so I got to leave it out. I'm currently watching, also in preparation, Bad Batch. I did watch all of season 1. I'm currently working my way through season 2, the animated Clone Wars. Clone series. I really enjoy that. And last thing, I did start Abbott Elementary season 4. The season just ended on Wednesday, so now my mom, my brother, and I are going through. But I've been watching a lot this past week. My screen time is skyrocketing, but I enjoy all of them. So
Did you watch the Daredevil Born Again finale?
I did, yes.
Was it good?
It was good. It didn't end the way I was expecting it to, and they really, when I say they left a lot to be desired, what I mean is like it literally ends and I didn't know, I don't know how to describe it. Like the way it ends, it leaves it wide open for season 2 to where like I literally watched the last episode and I went, like there was so much non-closure, it was almost annoying, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like I feel like at the end of a season, you can leave doors open and leave cliffhangers as long as you like answer some stuff, but it was like so left open that I was like, man, like I need another episode or 2 before you tell me that I'm going to have to wait a year.
Yeah.
So that was just me. Not hot take, but the second to last episode that James and I raved about was better than the season finale, in my opinion.
Okay.
So that is what I've been watching. I had to catch up because I didn't watch anything for a week while I was on vacation, and I had to pull my weight. So that is what I've been watching.
All right, let's get into what I watched. Excuse me. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's start with the beginning of the week. Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
So good.
So good.
Love that movie. There is nothing about that movie that can like make me change my mind. That's like, okay, people are saying that it's good, right? But they say it gets worse as you keep rewatching it. I
true.
highly suggest that you don't listen to those people.
Yeah.
It gets better and
I
better.
agree, yeah.
The jokes get better and better every time you watch that movie. Love it, love it, love it. I will always give this movie an 8 out of 10. Always. And then for the first time ever, I watched Good Will Hunting.
Oh my gosh. I saw your review. It is such
Okay.
a good movie.
Okay, so this is what I said in my review. This was like a legit reaction, like right after the movie. I can't believe I've never seen this movie before. This movie really felt rewarding for watching it. Like it's a drama.
Who's in it?
Robin Williams,
Okay.
Matt Damon, Stellan Skarsgård, Ben Affleck.
Okay.
And
I also
Casey
haven't.
Affleck.
And I also
Yes.
haven't seen it.
It is absolutely amazing. It's about this genius kid. I guess he would be like college age. He's a janitor at a college, and he like hangs out with his original like friends he has, and they're not the best people. Like they beat up other gangs and stuff like that. But he is a genius, and this professor like notices him, and he like works with him, and this kid is just crazy. I would say he's kind of crazy, honestly. But then he gets in trouble with the law again, because that's like his normal. He gets in trouble, and they're like, "Okay, you're gonna go away to jail, or you take a therapist." Robin Williams is that therapist. Absolutely amazing. The first scene with them together on the bench, iconic. One of the best drama scenes I have ever seen. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 movie.
It's
Love
incredible.
it. Highly suggest watching it.
It's actually written by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Yes, it is.
Really?
They wrote it.
Who's the troublesome
Matt
kid?
Damon.
Okay, gotcha.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Well, he's Matt Damon. Wait, they're both troublesome.
They're both
right?
troublesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just a lot of great realistic scenarios in that movie. It's fantastic.
It's incredible. Yeah.
It is on Paramount Plus for whoever has Paramount Plus. You can watch it there. And then after that, I watched The Fighter. This is Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale. It is a boxing movie.
Okay.
Back in 2010. This was my review. I said, "Gotta love your family, no matter how toxic they are." And it is so true. Like Christian Bale is a former, he is self-proclaimed as a former champion boxer, and then his brother Mark Wahlberg. Sorry, not Mac. Mark Wahlberg is his younger brother, and Christian Bale trains him to be the next family champion.
Okay.
And let's just say Christian Bale is not the best person, and neither is Mark Wahlberg's family. Like it's just toxic. Every scene, it's just a bad family mess, but very inspirational. There are a couple of scenes I'm just like, that didn't really need to happen. It's fine. I gave that a 7 out of 10. Absolutely amazing. And then I'll probably say this is my personal favorite of the week. I've never seen it before. I've seen like clips of it, but I never actually watched the movie all the way through. The Greatest Game Ever Played. Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, yeah.
Yep.
I think
Golf
I've seen
movie.
that one. It's really good.
Disney golf movie. Absolutely amazing. I am a golfer myself, and I know everyone loves Happy Gilmore, but as a golfer, there are so many things in that movie that really bothers me.
But it's so funny.
But it's hilarious because that's what makes it comedy,
and
because it's
number
not
2
realistic.
is coming out this
And
summer.
it's coming out. Yep, you're right. But yeah, The Greatest Game Ever Played, Shia LaBeouf. I would probably say it's his best performance. I love this movie.
Not to cut you off, it's funny you say that because, just some things happen in your life that just they rewire your brain. I say that because this movie came out back when we used to do midnight premieres, open to the public, Thursday night, midnight. When this movie came out, I don't remember. I had to have only been probably
It came out in 2005.
2000. Wow. I almost said 10 or 11. I was 9. So when it came out, I was a 9-year-old that was going to stay up and watch this movie about golf at midnight. I got a Coke in me. The only problem is the sugar raises you and you crash. About 12:30, I passed out. And then I woke up an hour later and was like, I'm going home. Never watched it.
Highly suggested.
But that was a
really good.
9-year-old me, literally almost 20 years ago.
Jeez.
Yeah, I give
So
this movie a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
It was awesome. Probably my favorite. I wouldn't say my favorite sports inspirational movie, because that's Remember the Titans and Coach Carter for me. I love those movies.
Remember the Titans. Pete.
But yeah, Greatest Game Ever Played. probably the best golf movie I've ever seen.
Gotcha.
And then when it comes to series, I finished Deadpool. Oh my gosh, Daredevil. Daredevil.
The Netflix show or Born Again?
Born Again. I finished Born Again.
What did you
think? Okay. I liked a little bit at the beginning. I thought it was kind of slow. I feel like the series didn't really start, which it makes sense because the title is Born Again, so it's gonna take time for him to come back. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it really went good for me at episode 6.
Yeah.
When he,
I know.
when he comes back.
Yep. Would you say, did you like the second to last episode
Loved
better
it.
than the better?
Yes.
Better than the finale?
I understand what they're doing with the season finale because you got to, like you said, open it up for season 2. And then my only issue is that you're talking about a city that has Spider-Man. Where is he this entire time?
He's in Sony's basement.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, like they're gonna do so much for season 2 to make it go into Spider-Man, Brand New Day. So we'll see what they do. But I am excited for season 2 after that season finale.
Cool. Excellent. Anything else that you've been watching?
That is everything.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, I watched a lot this week. First movie I watched this week was for film class. I watched Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Slapped that 4K Ultra HD disc into my 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player. Oh, man. Incredible movie.
It really is.
I will say, though, I like the first just a tiny bit more. I'm not too big on the characters in the second, besides Miguel, because I don't like Miles in the first. I mean, in the second.
I'm with you.
I'm
with you.
It's controversial, but I think he's just like a whiny teenager.
Yeah, he
like,
is.
He's always like talking about stuff he doesn't really understand. I could talk about this for forever, but don't like Jess. I think she's annoying. Don't like who's the one from New Mumbai? Patry, whatever his name is. I don't think he's that cool. Obi, Spider-Punk, he's cool, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. It's still a 5 out of 5. I think it's still a 10 out of 10 movie, but yeah, it's just got some gripes. That's why I like the first one a little bit better. But then on Thursday night, I got to watch this movie called Sinners. I don't know if you guys.
I want to see that movie so bad.
It's so good. Like, I kid you not, it is the greatest movie to come out since Dune Part 2. I'm saying it. I'm saying that. I was blown away. I went in, I saw one trailer, and I was like, it looks okay. Like, it's just your vampire movie. But so the story is these two twins, Smoke and Stack, both played by Michael B. Jordan. They buy this warehouse to have a nightclub kind of thing. And so they have this nightclub with all their family and friends and stuff. It takes place in the 1930s, so during the Jim Crow era, and it's in the South. And so then they are visited by vampires, and then it just all breaks out, like all hell breaks loose and stuff like that. And there's just something about the movie. It spends like it's a tad slow at the beginning, but that's just because it's spending like the first hour introducing your characters and actually like giving them backstories.
You want to care about your characters, of course.
Exactly, and that's what no horror movie really does. Because when they start killing off characters, you're like, oh, I don't.
You're
really
just
care.
counting like this 1, 2, 3.
But you know it's a horror movie and it's a vampire movie, so you know people are gonna die in this.
Yeah,
so
of
like
course.
when characters die, you actually feel for them, and it's actually emotional.
I love that.
And Haley Steinfeld's in it, and she was incredible in it. Like, oh my gosh, right now. For the past few days since Thursday, I had it at a 4.5 out of 5. But just right now, I'm bumping it up to a 5 out of 5 because I cannot stop thinking about it. The soundtrack is Ludwig Göransson, who did Oppenheimer, Tenet, Black Panther. It's incredible. Like every scene in that movie, the music correlates to something, and it's like folk music, like the blues kind of stuff, like very Southern, like 1930s music. And there's one scene that I kid you not, probably one of the greatest scenes in any movie I've ever seen in my life. And you'll know the scene when you go, if you guys go and watch it. Like, because it's a little slow up until that scene. I've never locked harder into a movie before. Like, I locked in during that scene, like blown away. Ryan Coogler directs it, who did Black Panther and Creed. Right. And it debuted on Letterboxd with a 4 out of 5. In the past 3 days, it's gone up to a 4.3 out of 5.
Oh, love that.
It's incredible. Like, I have no it's just so freaking good, and I'm going back to watch it Wednesday, and it's just so good.
Well, and Michael B. Jordan's your guy.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan is incredible.
I'm on that same boat with you. Yep.
I think this movie
That's right,
deserves
yeah,
to
'cause
be
you love,
nominated for Best Actor, Best Cinematography, Best Sound Design, Best Original Score, Best Original Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Picture. I think it deserves to be nominated for all those. I kid you not. This is like my favorite movie since Dune Part 2 that has come out.
Okay.
And a lot came out since Dune Part 2 because we had like Alien Romulus, which I loved. Yeah. We had, I don't know what else we had, but there was a lot.
Yeah. Well, to give you benefit, a shout out to a listener of ours. He's a longtime family friend. I'm showing he knows him. That's why. But I don't want to say his last name. I'll just tell you his first name's Caden. He said he messaged me after he went and saw Sinners on Thursday, and he said Sinners is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Definitely a must-see, but take away all expectations of what it should be. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
It's incredible. Like, okay, so the movies that have come out since Dune Part 2 that I've had highly rated were Fall Guy out of 4, Godzilla X Kong New Empire out of 4, Furiosa out of 4.5.
Love Furiosa.
Deadpool and Wolverine I had a 4. Alien Romulus 4.5. Transformers 1 4.5. Wild Robot 4.5. Smile a 4. Wicked 4.5. And Sonic 3 a 4.5. Out of all those movies,
This is better.
Sinners is the best one since Dune Part 2.
Gotcha.
Like, if you want to go to a podcast that glazes Michael B. Jordan, come right here.
Yeah,
man, I love that man, dude.
He's so good.
Such a good
And
actor.
seeing him play two completely different characters.
That's what I'm excited about. I
Oh my
love
gosh.
that.
Like,
That brings
go
me back
as soon as possible.
That brings me back to Split with James McAvoy. Like this,
Yeah.
I mean, he had many personalities, but
Yeah.
man, with Michael B. Jordan, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait.
It was incredible.
I believe it.
I'm not even glazing. It's the best of the year by far. Bar none.
Man.
Okay, what else did I watch? On Saturday, me and my friend Drake, shout out Drake. He was mad I didn't shout him out last week when I was talking about him. We went to Megaplex. They were having a marathon of the first 3 Indiana Jones movies back to back to back.
We were just talking about Indiana Jones the other day.
So Raiders of the Lost Ark was first. Give that movie a 5 out of 5. It's perfect.
Yeah.
One of the best adventure movies ever made. The soundtrack is incredible. The scene where they open up the Ark of the Covenant and all the faces are melting off.
Classic.
Peak cinema.
Can I tag in there? You know what's crazy about that movie? And I think it's so crazy how we all know the boulder rolling at him scene. None of us have ever experienced that, but everybody knows what that scene is and what it was like for some unknown reason. Like I've never been chased by a boulder, but I'm like, every time I see that scene, I go, oh man, yeah, that was brutal. Like,
Yeah.
that was rough. And it's like, you don't know even what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I watched the movie, so therefore I lived it.
I mean, if you
technically.
go to Disneyland, you do get chased by a boulder.
Yes.
True.
yes.
That's one of the best Disneyland rides.
Amen.
And then Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom was next. I don't like this movie. I think it's very average. I have it at a 3 out of 5 with a heart, so I like it, but like I don't think it's a good movie. I think the love interest is so annoying in that movie.
Yeah.
She's annoying.
I think if it would have just been Short Round and Indiana Jones, it would be infinitely better.
Yeah.
And just like the tonal issues are crazy because you go with like having like a super serious, disturbing scene of like someone's heart getting ripped out, kids being whipped in the mines, like super disturbing stuff, to freaking the scene where Indiana Jones and Millie are like playing around with each other, like joking with each other about like. And I'm just like, okay, so it's a rough movie, but there's still good moments.
Like probably like this is probably like the worst line in the whole movie, but this line always comes back to me every time you talk about Temple of Doom. Indy, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm just like,
exactly. Oh my gosh, I hate it.
So I've got to put in there. This kind of I already talked about the like how your mind is wired. I still don't know why this is the case to this day. For some unknown reason, that was the first Indiana Jones movie I had ever watched.
Wow.
Was Temple of Doom. Because of that, it's not my favorite. It's my least favorite of the series. Hot take, including Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny.
Okay.
Temple of Doom is my least favorite, but because that is the Indiana Jones that I know, that was my first. He's like my idol. Like that movie will forever be one of my all-time favorite movies because it was my introduction to Indiana.
It was actually
That's
besides the Dial of Destiny, it was the last Indiana Jones movie I saw because I was never really allowed to watch it because it's freaking screwed up.
Yeah.
It's intense.
It
Yeah.
definitely should be rated R, but like and then I watched it when we were showing it here for COVID when we did the
I
Indiana
remember
Jones.
that.
Yeah.
Good times.
And that was the first time I saw it, and I was like, it just doesn't hold the charm that the other two do.
Yep.
But then, of course, lastly, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, so freaking good. Like so we have Raiders right here. Last Crusade is just right below.
That was my question for you.
I love Last Crusade, but I just feel like it kind of there's like a 30-minute car chase scene in it, and I feel like that scene drags on with the tank. It drags on just a tiny bit, but the music is better. The theme for the Fountain of Youth is probably one of John Williams' greatest written pieces ever, and the chemistry between Sean Connery and Harrison Ford. So freaking good.
I
so
think Sean
funny.
Connery is the best side character in the whole Indiana
Oh,
Jones
100%.
series.
Yeah, I
He's the
love him
best.
so much. He's so funny. But yeah, so I give that one a 4.5 out of 5. And those are the movies I watched. TV shows, I've just been watching Supernatural. I finished season 1. Season 1 finale, peak cinema. I'm on like episode 4 of season 2, and it's super good so far. I would recommend y'all should watch it. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Gotcha. Excellent. Well, that's what we've been watching. Again, comment on YouTube and then Instagram, like however you want to comment. Let us know what you're watching. And then also, I apologize. I feel like we always forget to put this out there. Message us. I think you can message on Instagram. Message us on Instagram. Comment on YouTube. Whatever you want us to talk about, we'd love to hear what you as fans want to hear us talk about. This is kind of the format we typically do. We do news. We like to do segments that talk about discussion, and then we talk about what we're watching. But if you have any recommendations, let us know. We do have one more thing. Yeah. A shout out to Maddie. She it's a cousin of mine. She texted and said, "You guys have to watch the new Fantastic Four trailer." So we'll watch the Fantastic Four trailer. We'll give you our reaction. Let us know what you'd like us to do. Before we get to that, just a friendly reminder to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Everything.
just follow us
Apple
on
Podcasts,
everything. Apple
Spotify.
Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us and let us know what you want us to talk about, because we are not short of time to talk about what you'd like us to watch and talk about. So
All
there
right,
you go.
let's get to it.
Well, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
I love that theme design.
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
So they've been around for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
So they're already introducing their son.
Yeah, which is like the most powerful character in the comics. Yep.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
Technically, so.
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
I was getting chills, bro. Holy crap! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, I am so excited.
That looks incredible.
Yes, it does. So, more excited for Fantastic Four, more excited for Thunderbolts.
Okay, because of that trailer, Fantastic Four. I never really watched the first Fantastic Four trailer.
Oh, S tier.
Yeah, it's good, and I was hating on
Oh,
it.
sorry, not trailer. I was thinking of the original Fantastic
Oh,
Four.
no.
S tier. Remember that hot take?
But like, I was hating on the trailer because I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be more Marvel slop. But then I finally saw the first trailer, and I'm like, wait a minute, this actually looks really good. And then that trailer, it's full of such like comic like feeling. And just so hopeful. Like I was getting chills. Like I felt emotional during that. Like,
I'm
which
right there
is-
with you, man.
Which is crazy
Yep.
because like I'm like, oh, it's Marvel. It's supposed to be slop. Like that's all that's happening these days.
No.
But then I'm like,
This is
oh
gonna
my
be an
gosh.
emotional movie.
Like
Yeah.
it looks good. Introducing Reed Richards and Sue Storm's son, which is like the most powerful character in the entire comics, which is interesting to introduce right away. I've heard a lot of controversies about Silver Surfer, but it's not actual Silver Surfer.
Right, yeah,
Her
I'd
name,
seen that
I can't
too.
remember what her
Can't
name is.
remember.
It's like,
But it's like his
Bala
love
Jal-
interest or
Yeah,
something.
it's
Yeah.
it's his like wife or something. And so, whereas this is like an alternate universe to the original MCU, it's like a pocket dimension or something. I'm completely okay with that. I don't.
I
I
love
don't.
it.
I hate people hating on it. They're like, "Oh, gender swap." It's like, shut the frick up. No one cares. Like,
just stop complaining and watch the movie.
watch the
dude.
freaking movie. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, here's the thing. Like, what I love about what we just saw. Now, I was kind of like, I wasn't like hating on trailers last episode. I kind of was, but like, what I loved about that trailer was that the Fantastic Four is like the Avengers to us.
Yeah.
But for that universe, that's like their Avengers.
Yeah.
Is the Fantastic Four, and dude, they have a lot riding on this world. Guys, is Galactus gonna win?
I hope so. I think
He's gonna
happen-
demolish everything, right?
He's gonna win,
Uh-huh.
and then someone is gonna come and bring the Fantastic
him out.
Four into our MCU
oh,
universe.
dude.
Whether it be Doctor Doom, whether it be, I don't know, some other, because we know that with the Doomsday casting, that multiple universes are definitely going to be coming together.
Yeah.
Because Ian McClellan's
Oh yeah, X-Men.
X-Men,
was
he was,
confirmed,
yeah,
yeah.
they're
And
in a
Pedro
different universe.
Pascal
Yeah.
yeah.
And so somehow they're gonna make it to, or it might just take place throughout different universes. But I don't know. I'm beyond excited.
Oh my
that
gosh.
trailer and see. I'm so glad they didn't show all of Galactus, just his
Yes,
feet.
Yeah.
that's enough for me.
That's all I
His
needed.
shadow and his
As
feet.
long
That's
as it's
fine.
not the cloud or whatever the freak it was in the original
a space storm. I don't
space
know.
cloud. But no.
And I'm assuming this is the take that you had as well, and you kind of brought it up. I think it's going to be interesting, and I'm trying to think of almost, and I know people are going to be like, wow, like he's really going to, it's almost like I try every episode to bring in the Batman, Robert Pattinson's the Batman. In the Batman, they didn't worry about the past, about the origin story. I feel like that's going to be the same here. They're like,
'Cause
listen,
we've heard
you
it
know
before,
the
yeah.
story. You know the story. Let's get into it. And you had said they are well established. And I also think it's interesting. I did appreciate how they had a dedication of where they were like, we love you, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You didn't really see that in the original. Like they were popular, but like it was kind of building growth, and it wasn't that level of popular. Like they were established, and
There's an action figure of the Thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was an excellent trailer. Thanks for the recommendation, Maddie. And again, recommend and let us know what you'd like us to talk about. We'd love to watch trailers that we haven't seen. We purposefully didn't watch the trailer. We were, saving it for this episode. So let us know what you'd like us to talk about. And we're just so grateful for you guys tuning in. Anything to add, gentlemen?
I think we're good. I'm just very, guys. I just hope this keeps on going. I love this podcast so much. I love talking to you guys about this stuff. Like it's been so much fun. It's only episode 3, but I just love it every single time we do this.
Yeah, I look forward to every Sunday night where we record this, and it's so fun just talking with you guys.
I agree. It was end of episode 2 where, cleaning up everything, and then we're like, well, next week is Easter. I don't really think it's going to be able to work out. Oh, no, it's probably, 20 minutes later, we're like, well, hold on. Like, maybe if we do it later.
We did it late at night.
So, even though by the time we get this uploaded, it won't be Easter, we did want to wish those who... what's what I'm looking for? Observe those who observe Easter. We wish you a happy Easter Sunday. Again, we're so grateful for your support. Thank you again. Episode 3 is coming to conclusion. Like you said, I love doing this as well, and we look forward to seeing you in episode 4. Have a great night.